Have you heard the name Michael Jackson before? Did you know that Michael Jackson is known as, has a nickname, which is the king of pop music, the king, the best. Just like Elvis is the king of rock and roll, Michael Jackson was the king of pop music. But why? Let's find out. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to English on Autopilot. And today we are talking about Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson was a very important singer. He was a very important singer and also a dancer. He could dance very well. And Michael Jackson, he sang. He was amazing when he sang. His voice was beautiful. It was amazing. And people they loved to listen to Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson changed music forever. Thanks to Michael Jackson, music and music videos are the way they are now because of Michael Jackson. Let's start at the beginning. Let's start when Michael Jackson was born. He was born in 1958 in Gary, Indiana. In Gary, Indiana. In the United States, of course. Michael Jackson was American, like me. But Michael Jackson, when he was born into a big family. Michael Jackson, our king of pop music, had four brothers. Actually, no, he had five brothers and three sisters. When Michael Jackson was 5 years old, when he was a little kid, Michael and four of his brothers, they started to sing and dance and perform together as a group called the Jackson because of their last name, the Jackson 5, because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But Michael, who was the youngest, the smallest, he had the best voice. Michael sang the best. And people saw Michael as a star. In the late 1960s, 1967, 8, 9, and early 1970s, the Jackson 5 became very popular. Their first 4 singles, which are one song, a single, one song by itself, not an album with mini songs. Their first 4 singles were number 1, were the most listened to song in the United States. They were number 1 on the music charts. They were very popular. Songs like ABC and I Want You Back and I'll Be There were very popular. But everyone loved Michael. He was the most popular. Everyone loved his voice. When Michael sang and danced, people watched and listened. In the 1980s, Michael made a decision. He went solo. Michael did not perform in the Jackson 5. Michael stopped singing with his brothers. He stopped singing with his brothers, and Michael went solo by himself. Michael started to sing alone. In the 1980s, Michael was already a star, and people loved his music. They loved his music. His first album was called Thriller. And on the album, there were songs that are still today very famous, like the song Thriller and Bad and Beat It. These songs today are still huge. And officially, Michael became a star. His first album alone sold 70 million copies of Thriller. People bought the album 70 million times. At one point, Michael was selling 1 million albums a week. 1 million albums a week. Wow. That is a ton of albums. Michael became famous for a glove that he wore, a glove that was sparkly. It was sparkly. And his outfits, what he wore, were very famous. And of course, his moonwalk was very famous. Michael was an icon around the world. He was huge. But also his music videos were like mini movies. His music video, Thriller, was watched by hundreds of millions. It was watched hundreds of millions of times. It was huge and everywhere because it was new. It told a story. It wasn't just Michael dancing and singing. No, it had a story and people loved it. Today, music videos are like stories because of Michael. But Michael did not just have one big album. No, he had a ton of famous albums. For example, one of Michael's albums was titled Bad, Bad, and it sold 35 million copies. And then Michael, he went on tour to different cities around the world to sing. He performed in 15 countries in one tour and sold a lot of tickets. It was seen by more than 4 million people. By more than 4 million people, they saw Michael Jackson sing on his tour. It was huge. And Michael kept doing it. People, they loved Michael. Through all of this, Michael, he was winning awards. Like the Grammy, which is very important in music. He won 13 Grammys. Wow, that's a ton. And over 300 different awards. He is one of the most successful artists, singers ever in history. But with fame, people watching you, there's a downside as well. In the 1990s and 2000s, Michael, he had some problems. He wasn't performing. People heard his songs on the radio, that people listened to in the car or at home, but Michael didn't perform. He was sick and had some legal problems. He had some troubles with the law. Michael was not very happy, and his life was pretty difficult. And with all the fame, all the people watching Michael, he was stressed. It's not easy to be famous, and it was too much. That's why he didn't perform. Then, in 2009, Michael Jackson, he died. Michael Jackson passed away. He died in 2009. He was very young. He was only 50 years old. Only 50 years old. And people were very sad because he had a lot of people who loved him, a lot of people. And the world was in shock because he was very young. People cried, but also people danced to remember Michael, who was an amazing dancer. Have you listened to Michael Jackson? Have you heard his songs? If you haven't, right now, listen to Michael Jackson. Listen to Thriller or Bad. They are excellent. They are amazing. Put it in the comments below. Do you like Michael Jackson? And have you heard his music? Don't forget to subscribe to keep watching videos of Comprehensible Input right here with English on Autopilot. And we will see each other in the next one. Bye. Moonwalk, his moonwalk. Moonwalk, his moonwalk.